Gustavo here from Key Property Group.
You start over.
Wait, what happened already?
Start over.
That was the first sentence, dude.
Yep.
Hey guys, Gustavo here from Key Property Group. I have Jesse Pena here. He works for Fact Finders Inspections.
Yes, sir.
He's going to talk to us about a few things that you can do throughout the year in order to maintain your property and make sure that there are no
surprises,
issues.
no issues that come up during the inspection. No surprises if you're going to get an inspection or if you're going to sell, or even if you just want to keep your house maintained. There's a lot of things you could do throughout the year. Some of the simplest things would be, let's say, prepping for winter. What do you want to do? You want to go into your basement, and you know those little faucets you have outside for the hoses? You want to shut those off.
I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I have ever done that.
Well, there is potential for that to freeze. So you want to make sure that you shut those off in the winter and then drain them to prevent any accidents. You know, it doesn't happen often that we have sub-zero temperatures. But the years that we do have them, I've heard a lot of horror stories of a pipe bursting. And
this is such a simple thing to do.
Such a simple thing. It's just usually one valve that shuts it off, and then that's it. You're done for the winter. And then come springtime, you go out there to use it. You realize there's no water. It's like, all right, let me turn that on. And
so that one's free.
That one's free.
Like,
honestly, you don't have to do anything.
If you don't do that and then something happens, that's on you.
That's on you, man.
If I was an insurance company, I wouldn't even cover that, man.
No. I mean, it's one of those things that's so simple. But, you know. All right, moving on. You know, you got things like chimney cleaning. If you have a fireplace or if you have a furnace or a boiler, you want to clean the chimney, because especially if you have oil furnaces and boilers put out a lot of residue. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen just blocks that look like a brick inside a chimney. Getting those cleaned yearly along with your heating system is very important.
And then what does that cost to do?
Chimney clean's about $100. You can find them on Groupon or a lot of other deals around. Yellow Pages still exists, I know.
What is that?
But you know, so that's an option too. On that note, servicing your heating system, servicing your water heater, servicing your mechanicals are very important.
I mean, it's one of the most expensive things in your house.
Absolutely. You know, a new heating system can go about anywhere between $6,000 and $10,000. If you want to keep that going as long as possible and working as best as possible, get a service. It doesn't cost you much. If you have natural gas, the gas company many times offers a service contract with your gas contract. $10, $15 a month, and they'll come out once a year, service the unit, clean it, tune it up just like a car, just to keep it running properly.
Right. So it's not just for the safety of the unit, but also for efficiency as well.
Absolutely, and for your own safety. You know,
most of the times it might pay for itself.
Exactly, it does pay for itself. You know, if you do the math, $15 a month for 12 months, $180. If you get your unit serviced by a heating technician,
I'm laughing because I couldn't figure out the math. Go ahead.
it would cost you $200 just for them to show up at the door. And for the gas company, you know, they do 24/7 emergency service. A lot of times they cover parts and labor, which a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
So let's say, you know, one part is broken. It's a $100 part. You don't have to pay for it. It's there. It's done. Regular maintenance is your friend when it comes to a house. When it comes to everything. When it comes to, you know, your car, your garage, your house, your roof, your heating system,
your body.
Regular maintenance. Well,
your body.
Some people don't care about that, but you know.
Wait, was that meant towards me?
It's okay.
Give me a second while I cry, please.
Oh yeah, there's a room.
So far we have three things, and with all those things combined, we're talking about $300-$400 a year.
I mean, yeah, you want to talk
Honestly.
about yearly? Wait, if you turn off your own spigots, those are what they're called, those faucets, and you clean your chimney and you get your heating system serviced, you're only out $180 a year, maybe $250 a year. It sounds like a lot, but just break that down over the year.
Honestly, just like you said, the heating system alone will be like $6,000 to $10,000.
Exactly.
Why would you not want it to last an extra 5 years?
Absolutely.
And not only that, but also save money on gas or oil every month. It's a no-brainer.
Absolutely. And you know, it's just one of those things that people ignore, but they shouldn't. And me as an inspector, I call it out all the time. Because I walk up to a house and the service ticket says 2015. I'm like, well, we're in 2019 now.
Yeah, I think my house, the last time it was done, it was
77?
2000.
1977.
2000.
Got it, yeah. When it was installed.
When we bought it.
Yeah.
We asked for the service, and that was it.
That was it. Done. Let's talk about the outside a little bit. Aside from doing the spigots and stuff, there's so many little things you could do, like check for low spots around your house. Those low spots, you just fill them in with dirt. People don't think about it, but those
The
low
ones
spots,
against the foundation you're talking about on the outside?
yeah, against the foundation, so the perimeter of your house. So let's say, you have a little dip where you kind of feel your foot going. Get some topsoil, throw some dirt in there. That'll keep the water from gathering in that area, and that eventually turns into humidity in the basement. Things like that, and downspouts, the gutter leaders that come down. Even with new gutter installations, many times you'll see them left 6 inches, a foot away from the foundation. How many times do we see that? I can tell you about 95% of the time I'm saying, well, these downspouts need to be extended. Right. And all that.
That's funny. I actually tell people that during the showing.
Absolutely.
Like, I see it that often that it's just stuck with me.
It's all the time. And what you want to do is you go down to Home Depot, you can buy yourself either the plastic flexible ones, or
seem like the easiest ones.
That's the easiest ones to work with. They really are. And if you hit them, you trip over them, they'll move a little bit. They're not as rigid. Or the metal ones, which are the same material that they use to come down. It's just aluminum. You can get 5-foot sections. It just goes together. Kind of like when you used to put one straw into another one when we were younger, for like soda and stuff.
I didn't have straws growing up.
Oh, that's right. It's okay. We have straws now, but they're paper. I'm sorry. So it's really a simple thing to do. A house is not something that's difficult to keep on top of.
Most people just don't know. A lot of people, it's not that they avoid it just because they don't want to. They just don't know. They just don't know. Or they think it costs too much money.
Or they don't have the time.
Right.
And honestly, 2 hours every other week could get a lot done around the house. Not cleaning. That's that's a whole other thing. But just taking care of the home that you live in. Because it is your home. It's your investment. It's, for many people, it's the biggest purchase they'll ever make, and it's one of the most important. And taking care of it is probably second to your kids and yourself, the most important thing you could do.
Depends who your kids are.
Depends who your kids are. It's okay.
All right, so those are the 4 things that you should be doing every year to maintain your properties. That way, when it comes time to sell, you'll be ready to go, and also, you spend a lot more money in the long term because of it.
Spend a lot less money in the long term because of it.
What did I just say?
More.
Okay.
Listen to me, the inspector, not the agent.
Yes.
If you're buying a house, listen to him. If you're fixing a house,
not
and
even
stuff like
actually.
That. Wow, you just broke your credit on that one.
I only know a little. Remember?
A little bit.
Well, just is it okay if we put your number?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna put his number here on the screen. Then feel free to give us a call if you have any questions. And Jesse, thanks so much for stopping by. No, high five. Awkward high five.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.